I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. Do you have an appointment? What's your name? Is this you? 11:30? Oh, great. Nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Seidel. I'm with Steelbank High School to help students determine what colleges they want to go to and just any college questions in general. So, what do you think I can help you with today? Narrowing down a college or university? Absolutely. I think we can do that just fine. Oh, and determining a major. Yeah, that's very important. Now, before we get started, have you already looked into what schools you perhaps want to go into? You did? You mind saying them? Keep going. Okay. 3 good schools. Now, from what you've told me already, these schools are very prestigious. Stanford, Harvard, and Yale. What were you thinking about majoring in exactly? English and psychology. Okay. So because these schools are really prestigious, it may be really hard to get in. Acceptance rates are really low. Stanford here only has a 4% acceptance rate. Do you have taken any tests or anything, the SAT or the ACT? Taken the ACT? What'd you get on the ACT? If you don't mind me asking. 30? That's really good. Overall? Yeah. That's a lot better than me. Now, so for English, how'd you do on the English on the ACT? 31. Wow, that's really good. And the science? 28? That's still very solid. Okay, so for your ACT scores, from what I've gathered, they do seem to be on par roughly with what Stanford, at least Stanford so far, that's what I've pulled up so far, is looking for, a 31 and a 28. So are you leaning more towards one or just have no idea? Leaning more towards psychology? I have to agree with you. I think that's a good choice. Oh, it's actually really good that you bring up Stanford. Stanford's got a really good psychology program at their school. Yeah, I can pull it up for you. I'm at the website right now. If we type in psychology. Yeah, they've got a whole department of psychology right here. I can turn my computer so you can see it. You see that fine? Okay. They've got so many things here, undergraduate, graduate, many different research centers and everything for just psychology. So you want to look further into this? Absolutely, yeah. If we go to the undergraduate programs, we can see... Let's see, where is it? The psychology major and minor offers students a variety of opportunities for active involvement. For those of you who choose psychology as a department, we hope you will take advantage of the many opportunities it provides for direct involvement in ongoing research, such as participating in our active undergraduate psychology association and designing and conducting your own studies through our senior honors program. That's their little quick, brief summary over the class. So, for psychology, you said you got a 28 in science. Have you taken any psychology classes before? You have? An elective here? Yeah, we do have that. Have you taken it last semester, or are you currently taking it this semester? You're currently taking it? Okay. And how are you doing in that class, if you don't mind me asking? You have an A? Very good. No, I don't need a percent of the grade. Colleges don't look at that, they just look at the letter grade, so an A is fine. Well, let's see. We're halfway through the semester now, so have you taken a midterm yet in psychology? You have? How'd you do on that? You got an 85? Alright. Guess it didn't bring your grade down too much, though? No. Yeah, you seem to be in pretty good shape for a psychology program. Stanford, though, is pretty expensive. Have you gotten any scholarships, or are you looking into any scholarships? No. Okay. Well, have you seen how much it costs to enroll? Let me just bring the price over to you. Yeah. So, I mean, can you pay that? No, that's what I thought. Well, you can take out loans, but you hear all the time about people and their student debt, and it's honestly really sad. Let's see into what scholarships that they offer. I'm trying to find maybe some sort of scholarship list. I'm not really finding anything. Admissions. I haven't necessarily found anything for pre-doctorate scholars. Oh wait, sorry, these are scholars, not scholarships. Let me keep looking around a bit. Scholarship. Stanford. Are you playing any sports right now? You're not? Okay. Well, I'm not finding anything for scholarships for Stanford just yet. If you want, I can get back to you. I can email you about any scholarships that they may have. Would you be interested in that? Yeah, I can totally do that. Can you give me your email, actually? At Stillbank High School? Okay, cool. Alright, well, I'll get back to you on that, unless if you happen to decide on Harvard or Yale. Let's take a look at Harvard. Harvard Psychology. I don't know too much about Harvard and their psychology department, so this is kind of a new thing for us, but I know what to look for. Yeah, so they do have many, Harvard does have many programs for when it comes to psychology. I can turn my screen over so you can look at it. Yeah, we do that. See that any better? Okay. So you can see here that they have, they really study the mind in this class, behaviors, but this is sort of generic psychology studies, which I'm sure you're already interested in, of course, as you're interested in it as well. Now, Harvard, we don't get too many students who want to go to Harvard, not because they don't want to really, but more that they just really, no one really can, I guess. It's really expensive. It's really hard to get into, of course. But your ACT scores do seem to be good enough to, which said it was a 30, yeah. Do seem to be good enough for you to actually at least apply there. You send an application. I'm not sure if Harvard has an application fee or not. If they do, the school covers for it. We cover all students' college fees until they graduate, while you're still in high school at Steelbank High School, of course. So let me just see if Harvard has one. Yes, Harvard does have an application fee. It seems to vary on how many programs are going into it. If it's just the psychology program, it seems to be just $60. You don't have to pay a cent of that. School will cover that. Do not worry about that. I'm just telling you just so you can maybe pass this on to your parents or something. So let's see if there's any scholarships for Harvard. I will say this about Harvard though, they have their scholarships way easier to find than on Stanford. But I'm just going down the list here. They've got about a dozen scholarships available just to undergraduates. So if you want, I can send some of these to you to an email. Y'all just copy paste them. Let me pull up an email. Okay, yeah. What'd you say your email was again? Steelbank. Okay. Alright, I'll copy the link and I'll copy all of the scholarships available right now. I'll leave this email open. I'll send it at the end of the appointment so you can have a whole list of information you can look at. And this is just for Harvard. I'll actually specify that it is Harvard. Okay. As of right now, I think Harvard's a bit more of a fit for you. It's a very prestigious school, of course. Now, you had one more in mind, though, and we should look at that, and that was Yale. I don't know much about Yale. It is I know it's a very prestigious school, of course, but it's kind of more, our students just don't typically desire Yale or go to Yale. So I'm not sure. I haven't looked into any of the departments, let alone psychology. So let me just look at this. Oh, they absolutely have psychology departments. Okay. I'm trying to find some information here. I found some contact information. I can send this to you. Open that email back up. Okay. It's got an email address, all those things. I don't necessarily see any information about it, though. Oh. Okay, no, sorry. I was on the homepage. They've got a homepage for just psychology, okay. Oh, they have... This is actually really cool. They've got it all organized by, like, special dates of, like, when things are due. Forms, I guess. And they even have it for first years as well. They have here just a general sum of their psychology department. Criminal mind, the very best way. And what's actually really cool about their psychology department at Yale is what it seems is that it's a very broad department, which might seem like a bad thing, but that's actually really good. Some students will go majoring in like one very specific thing, but the problem is that when they get that major, it's only just for that thing. However, for this, it's because it's much more broad, you can easily pivot that major around into something that you maybe actually can get a job in. So that's actually a really good thing about Yale psychology department here. I'm trying to see what requirements they have. ACT, anything about that? Let me search that. ACT. I'm not finding anything for ACT, but of course this is just like a surface level understanding of it. So psychology is a pretty common major to go into. So I think it starts off pretty easy, no matter which one of these schools you go to, Stanford, Harvard, or Yale. But it will get harder, I'm sure, as you continue on with the department. And so I don't think an ACT score is necessarily required to get in, but obviously if your ACT score is higher, you're just going to be better at it. So you'll probably be able to handle the work. Yale and Harvard seem to be the best choices, at least for psychology. Do you want to look into English right now? Not today? We can totally do another appointment. I can sign you up right now. Let me pull up my schedule here. I have one available next Wednesday at 11:30, just like today. Yeah, you want that? Okay. At 11:30 a.m. Okay. So at 11:30 a.m. next Wednesday, you will be meeting back here with me, so we can discuss English. I can send you all the sources I found for psychology from Stanford, Harvard, and Yale. If you want to look into that on your own or talk to your parents about tuition, possibly. If I were to choose one out of all these, I would perhaps choose. Well, did we look into any scholarships for Yale? Yale does seem to have scholarships. A lot of scholarships here. I'm not really finding any specifics, but they do seem to have some Yale scholarship affordability. Yale does have scholarships, but Harvard seems to have much more directly defined scholarships, where it's just like they have the scholarship right here and information that you need for them, which makes it a lot more easier to understand. But due to Yale's ability to pivot your major into psychology into whatever you see fit, you can sort of mold it into that thing that you want. I would say that Yale is better. That's just what I think. Of course, cost is a completely different thing when it comes to this. Acceptance rate is another factor, but just for strict education, I would say that Yale is better. So you can think about that. Stanford, you can still think about that too. Again, I have all of the links and everything on my sources. I'm about to send it to you in the email. Now, you can talk about this with other people, or you can just wait until next week when we have our English appointment, which might be different than these. English is also a very general major. A lot of people take it, so more schools offer it, of course, than compared to psychology. So we can totally perhaps find some more options for that. All right. Well, did I answer any of your questions? You did help. I did help narrow it down. That's great. Okay. Now, okay, let me just send this email. The email to you, yeah. Okay, I sent the email to you. You should be getting it just about now. And, well, if you don't have any more questions, then I guess I'll see you next Wednesday. Okay. And again, my name is Mr. Seidel, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, thanks for watching that video, the ASMR College Counselor. This was actually really fun to do. I've been wanting to do it for a while, so I'm really glad that it turned out okay. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks so much for the channel getting to 300 subscribers. That's just crazy to me. Thank you so much. And one more thing, I tried darker lighting for this video, because I thought maybe like the bright lights kind of could be bad for your eyes or something if you're trying to fall asleep to this. So let me know what you think of this darker lighting for videos, and I might keep doing it. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.